Hello, my Starseeds. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. You have no idea. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Um, just a couple of things, Scorpio, because this is for Scorpio, and this is your past life series. Okay, remember that. Now, and it can fall in any time period because this may have happened first or that first or this first. It doesn't matter. There is no order here, so just keep that in mind. Okay, this is the purpose of this is for you to connect the dots or patterns with the dots in your current lifetime, your current life right now. Okay, so just also keep that in mind. This is your beautiful card. Look at that beautiful illustration. Look at that hair. Many of you have beautiful hair, okay? Just saying. It's beautiful. Now, this is almost like a reminder, but I hope that you're here because you have already viewed the past life intro video that's regarding this reading. I don't want anyone having the wrong perception about the reading. And if you haven't viewed the video intro, please do so before watching this one, okay? It does have some tips and updated updated information in it. Since I usually wear the gloves, so I won't transfer my energy onto your oracles or anything else. So I can take them off now, which is okay. I almost did want to do the reading with the gloves on, but I won't need that, Scorpio. So with that said, the other thing is that you need to ask a question regarding your current life, the now, and you need to say it out loud due to vibrations. Okay, I don't mean screaming it out or anything like that, but to yourself. Ask the question, okay? And if you can't, just do it silently 3 times. Repeat it, focusing on the question. Repeat it in your mind, okay? Because those vibrations, that's what makes the whole thing. The vibrations itself, you'd be surprised, okay? So, with that said, let's turn over your oracles. The first one is ship. I shouldn't say the first one. This lifetime is regarding ships. The oracles tell you exactly what they're focusing on. The second one is baby, and the third one is orphan. So let's go through the past lifetimes here. Let's address ships. I'm sure that you guys have an idea of what that might be. Okay, so let's address ships because many of you, I'm letting you know now, many of you have a bond with the ocean at this time. But in this period, lifetime, you had a bond with the ocean. It was your friend, okay? Scorpio, your prior lifetimes spent on ships brings this oracle card to you, okay? As a former sailor or maybe a crew member or a ship passenger, you've had experiences at sea that have exerted an influence on the situation that you're inquiring about. Now, you probably already have a sense of the type of life you had aboard these ships. You probably have that idea already. You sense it in many ways. So the question now becomes how your experiences have affected your present life, okay? Now, negative reactions such as fears and phobias, or positive reactions such as longings to travel or a special affinity for the ocean, um, is all regarding that prior lifetime. Okay? So if you feel any of this that has affected you in this lifetime, this is where it is coming from. Okay? This is where it's coming from one of this life, from this lifetime. Now, the second here is baby. I'd like to say that and announce that some of you already had a baby, or there is a baby in in your circle. You may have just become a grandparent, or you're expecting a baby. Okay, so this is just beautiful, this baby. But Scorpio, this is also regarding a newborn, by the way, and trauma. Okay, so the situation that you may be inquiring about involves an infant on some level. On some level, your unconscious mind will reveal the way in which a baby plays a role in your current life. Okay, you may have already received the answer in the form of a thought or feeling, because I'm sure you have, Scorpio. Some of you are very, very intuitive. Okay, and you've raised also your consciousness. Okay, so trust this information. Your unconscious mind will slowly and gently help you remember and release painful memories from that lifetime. Okay, now at first you may think that you're imagining like this information, but as you put together like more pieces of the puzzle through signs and additional recollections, you'll feel confident in claiming your past lifetime. Scorpio, this oracle can speak about you yourself as a baby in this or a previous lifetime. There may have been a trauma that you suffered as a baby, or that involved a baby of yours in that lifetime. It also may describe what I say parenthood in this or previous lives. So your feelings and thoughts will guide you so that that you can discern the specific meaning of what the symbols are, or the feelings are. So pay attention, be very vigilant about the surroundings and what is happening at home or at work, because this involves that form of level in this lifetime. That's beautiful. Wow, that's like baby steps, like baby steps. And now the next one is orphan. And this is very interesting. It's very interesting. As you see, these two children. And there might be two children involved in your life right now that you may be concerned about. Or I know that you're very happy. Your Scorpions, usually Scorpios rather, are usually smiling at others, and do indicate and show compassion. There's so many reasons why they may be, or rather you, Scorpio, might be more compassionate than others. So these lifetimes here are really connecting the dots towards certain patterns, certain behavior that you were questioning but you weren't sure about. But connect the dots. Connect the dots for right now in your current life, pertaining to if you did get a keyword from any of the afterlife, the afterlifetime. Okay. Now, this the orphan itself is asking you to seek, because maybe you're not getting it. to seek compassionate support. Because many of you are going through from what I see here, because the trauma was mentioned here, many of you have been going through emotional imbalances. Okay? Now, Scorpio, with this life, you have one or more past lives as an orphan. This is creating a current life abandonment fear for you. Okay? In those lives, where you didn't have your mother and father's protection or love or support, you developed great strength, and I mean great strength, and inner reliance, which continues to help you in this life. Now, you might have also developed survival skills that are double-edged, okay, for that reason. These coping mechanisms help you get by on a daily basis, but they also blunt your heart and emotions. Now, this oracle card is a reminder to acknowledge that your true mother father is God. You're also reminded that you have a family of choice consisting of friends and other loved ones, including your pets. To be honest, in spiritual truth, it's impossible to be an orphan. Okay? Your true heavenly parent is always with you. And if you seem to feel as if you are isolating yourself too often, then really I am telling you now, in this life, if you feel like you are isolating yourself too often and for not great reasons, that's not productive, please seek counsel. That's just a suggestion, okay? Please seek counsel. I'm telling you. Get a qualified counselor, okay? Because remember, all one lifetime goes after the other. It carries from one lifetime to another, okay? And it can be a vicious cycle, but we need to break it. We need to break it, okay? So connect with your creator. Connect with your creator. It is so important. Connect with your creator. Scorpio, this is the twist. I normally I love the Lenormand system. I do. I love it 100%. But within the Lenormand system, I have several decks, Lenormand decks, and I use this one in particular, Under the Roses, for relationships. It's just my choice. The other ones I use for anything else, just a full readings. But this one I use just for relationships. Now remember, relationships could be anything, okay? It can be any kind of relationship. To keep that in mind. So I went ahead and I had shuffled with my gloves on. And I went ahead and these flew out, so I just took them. So this is the now, okay? This is the now, the current time. It has nothing to do with here directly, indirectly maybe, but not directly. But anyway, this is what came out. So I have the mice, which is also from 23 turns to a 5, which means that there are so many changes. Then you have a 9, which is the bouquet, which is you are almost completing a cycle. And then you have the clover, which is a 2, which indicates that there are decisions that you have had to make, very important decisions that can make or break whatever it is that you are involved in or planning. Okay? So let me go from one card to the other. And to me, When I set the 3 with Lenormand, the center is Scorpio. It's you right here. Okay? So, and it's a bouquet. My God, that's a. These 2 cards here, overpowering, overpowering. So let's get to the situation with. Let's start with the mice, okay? Because many of you have been. You've been going through anxiety, overworking. You're overworked. You've been tired, very nervous and worried and stressed out. Stressed out. Some of you are dealing with a brother, or maybe it's not work, it's your brother, you know, or it's work, or it could be because you are at a position where it requires a lot of labor work, okay? The mice indicate like a gradual decline or a decrease of something around you, meaning like a decrease of, it could be money, it could be love, anything, but it's a decrease of something, or the feeling of lost, of loss, you know. It's also annoyance and nuisances, and also theft. Some of you have lost some things, but I'm going to say this because the mice, if you notice where they're facing the opposite of the bouquet. And these 2 are super elevated cards. Okay? They're super elevated cards. You may have been going through this, where you've been worried. Also, your home may have had leaks, you know. You've been so worried that it's been eating away at you, and with anxiety and an exhaustion as well. Okay, this may have been happening, but because this particular mouse, this one is heading towards the bouquet, but it's faded. Do you see that? It's faded. They faded away, not as prominent as this one here, but they're over here. This means that this is in your circle. It's in your circle. Okay, and you could be still experiencing it. But what I'm trying to tell you is that because there's a 5 here, there's going to be a drastic change. A drastic change. Yep, a drastic change. Because the bouquet is right in the center. Now, the mice, this card, is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, or Uranus. Okay? Just letting you know. So you can check on those 2 planets and their characteristics, because it comes from there. Because Saturn is a serious planet. I love Saturn, but it's a serious planet. I mean, it means down to business. You know, no bullshit. So anyway, this is a loss and anxiety and worries. Okay? And it could be over all sorts of bullshit. And I mean a lot. There's a lot involved in here. And overworked. Overworked. Exhaustion. Just too much of everything. You know, and not much of anything good. Alright? But like I said, because it's a 5, a huge drastic change is going to come about. And like I said, the bouquet is you guys as far as I'm concerned. Okay? But the bouquet is an indication that many of you, this will resonate with some and not with all, will be receiving an invitation. If you had a question that was bothering you for some time and you've been asking yourself the same question, well, the answer to the question is yes, because this is a yes card. Okay? The bouquet is always a yes card. So are a couple of other ones, but I mean, right here in the middle, the answer is yes. Okay? There's going to be some kind of a surprise. All right. Some of you have skills that other people do not have or that would like to acquire. Some of you are single and you're available, or rather emotionally available. You're ready. You're ready, and some of you are newly single. But those of you that are emotionally available and you're ready, boy, you're going to get the best of everything. Okay. This is also granted wishes. You know, some of you like to decorate your home or your garden or at the desk where you sit at work. You like to decorate it, make it look really pretty. You like to make everything look pretty. And the roses indicate great passion. Great passion. You will be receiving a gift. And it may be, wow, the 40th clover. It may be monetary. The gift that you receive may be monetary. The thing is that this great feeling and loving time here, if you let it, it will be eaten away by the mice. Don't let this overpower this. Okay? Don't let it overpower. Because it's in your circle, it's still in your circle. But like I said, these are two great, positive, powerful cards. So I think you're going to overcome all that shit. You're going to overcome it because once it changes, you're at the time where you're completing this horrid bullshit circle. Because you've got a 9 here. So you only need one more step. One more step. And when you reach 10, you start all over again. When I mean all over again, it's a beginning, a new beginning, a blank canvas so that you can start whatever you want to start. Now going over to the clover, it has a 2, which means that you either have a partner or you're with someone or you're interested in someone, and that you have decisions, serious decisions to make. Okay? Serious decisions to make. You're weighing things to find out. So this is also a bonus. Many of you, if you're in a workplace, you will be receiving some kind of bonus. It's like a one-time thing. The clover, it's really the lucky clover. But the thing is that it's like a one-time kind of ordeal. It's not like you're going to win the lottery. It's just a one-time deal. And it's also the card of chance. You know, it's asking you to think outside the box. Think outside the box. Okay? There's a bunch of opportunities here for you. There's going to be a lot of open doors. You know, a lot of open doors. Because it's green, it deals with your heart as well as asking you to eat more greens. Eat more greens. I forgot to tell you that because your ship was here, you need to drink a lot of water because you're dehydrating your organs. So please drink a lot of water. So going back here, this is like a risk or a chance, but it's open, you know, to great opportunities. Great opportunities. Some things may be short term, but it doesn't matter. But you see, this is the thing. As you go along here, this here indicates that even though this bullshit may have been going on or may still be going on, there's going to be a positive outcome. A complete positive outcome. Totally different from what you had in mind. Because your luck, hope, and inspirations and aspirations are all here. You know, it's like as above, so below. But even though it's a short period, not long term, but short term, the outcome is going to be the best. Okay? It's going to be a positive one all the way. Now, I don't know if I told you that the bouquet The bouquet is ruled by, it's a positive card, it's ruled by Venus, okay? And it rules Virgo. So you may be dealing with someone that's a Virgo, okay? And then you have your clover here, which is also positive, and it's ruled by Jupiter. Happy Jupiter. Jupiter's always a little happy, sometimes too happy. And it's for the sign of Sagittarius. So you may be dealing with someone in your circle that is Sagittarius. Okay? This is very, very interesting, Scorpio. Very interesting. Wishing the best for you, Scorpio. I want to thank you for allowing me to entertain you for a short period of time. Love you guys. Please take care of yourself. All right? Namaste.